Hello everybody, I'm Danielle Jameson and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys all about my latest tattoo. This is the long-awaited tattoo for my cat Sugar, who passed away last year. She was my best friend. Me and Sugar really had this fantastic connection. Almost a year on, here we are, and I finally went and got it done. Let's start off with the crown. I always saw Sugar as a little princess, and I know that probably does sound a little bit weird to some people, but I always saw her as a princess, because a lot of the times she would act as if she was royalty, and she would act as though she would own the place. I always envisioned her with like this little crown on the top of her head. Another thing about the crown, why I wanted the crown in there, is because when she passed away, I keep a lock of her hair, which is something that we do with all of our animals when they pass away. I keep a lock of her hair in my bedroom in this beautiful little box. On top of that box, I put a little crown. Moving on to the quote. Now the quote reads, "You will always be my friend." And I knew since the very start of me thinking about getting a tattoo for Sugar, I knew from the start that a quote was something that I wanted in there for sure. But I just didn't know what quote. And I actually spent months trying to look for a quote that I felt would be suitable. And I was actually sat watching the third Transformers film. I'm not going to try and ruin the film for you if for some reason you haven't seen it and you want to see it, but Bumblebee is like my favourite character, like hands down. One of the main things that Bumblebee always gets described as in the Transformers films, and just the franchise as a whole I guess, is the fact that he is a very loyal friend. Bumblebee and Sam are saying goodbye to each other, and it's this very emotional moment, and I actually cried during the scene. But Bumblebee and Sam are saying goodbye to each other, and Bumblebee actually says to Sam, "You will always be my friend, Sam." And the second Bumblebee said that in the film, I was like, that is the one. The roses symbolise love, of course. I loved her so much, just like I love all of my other animals. Finally, let's just move on to the colours. Now, Sugar was a girly girl kind of cat. She was very, very feminine. I always thought of Sugar, if she was to have like a prominent colour in her life, I always associated Sugar with the colour pink. That's even before she had the pink collar. Pink had to be the most prominent colour. I also just wanted loads of other just nice bright colours in there. So the red is quite a nice bright red. We used a lovely baby blue colour on her crown, along with the white, the red, and then the gold. She didn't always have a pink collar, as I briefly mentioned. Not long before she died, we actually got that pink collar for her. So I'm just going to show you a few more pictures now of the tattoo. The time that this tattoo took to do was 3 hours and 15 minutes. The cost altogether for this piece was £210. I got it done in a place in Middlesbrough here in the UK called Skins and Needles, and the artist who did this piece was a wonderful, very, very talented artist named Natalie, and I really did look into Natalie and the style of her work, and I immediately fell in love with it. I would definitely go back to Natalie and get more tattoos done by her. And on the off chance that Natalie is actually watching this video, thank you so much, because you've done a fantastic job. I am very, very grateful, and I'm very, very happy with the tattoo. There were elements of this tattoo that didn't hurt. However, there were also times when the tattoo was quite painful. So for the least painful parts, I would say probably a 3 or a 4 out of 10. And the more painful parts though, I would put at a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So I think I've mentioned everything, so all I can say is thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. If you're new here, click on that subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.